Hey guys, Chef Eric here at Benny Brewing Company, located on Sansui Parkway in Hanover Township. Today, I would like to talk about one of our signature dishes, the smoked pastrami brisket. Right here we have USDA choice brisket, and we're going to clean up some of the fat cap off of it. Not taking a lot of fat off of it. We'll need that fat through the smoking process, just to keep it moist and give it flavor. Right now I'm going to start trimming away some of the fat, and we'll talk a little more about the brisket itself. We're going to trim most of the fat, but we're still going to keep fat on, just so it stays moist through the smoking process. Everybody likes a little fat. It adds flavor, but if you have too much fat, it just adds to the grizzle. So while we're peeling away some of this fat cap, you could definitely see that it's a labor of love, caring for the animal, caring for the cut of meat. And it definitely goes into, you know, thinking about our guests, like what we want to have them eat and enjoy. And that's what it's about here at Benny's. It's about enjoying good food, good beer, and good people. Well, as you can see, we trimmed away most of the fat, still leaving some fat on there to keep it moist in our smoking process. Our brisket is ready to be soaked in our brine for a couple days, and then we'll be ready to get to the smoking process. At this point, I like to take a beer break. Right here I have a pale ale, Benny's Pale Ale. Delicious, citrusy, love it. Cheers. So now that we have our brisket cleaned up, all of the fat cap taken off, we're going to slide over to our brining process, which consists of salts, sugars, and spices. This will flavor the meat, and also it will break down the muscle a little bit to get into the smoking process. So now our brisket is in our brine, and that will sit in that liquid for 7 to 10 days until we're ready to take it out, rub it with our special spices, and then into smoking. Chef Eric here again, going over our third step of our 4-step process of our house-made smoked pastrami. We have our pastrami in brine for 7 to 10 days, ready to come out and get rubbed and then be put in the smoker. We normally smoke our pastrami for about 12 hours, and then we take it out and it's ready to slice, nice and juicy, smoky, tasty. So let's get started. We have our spice rub here, which is salt, sugar, and choice spices. And down here in our bucket, we have our pastrami that's been sitting. Pit masters would like to say, you know, go straight into the smoker, get more smoke on it. I don't believe that. I like to use the strap pan, let it collect its juices, and it kind of braises as well. As you can see, our brisket is nicely trimmed, but still has a fair amount of fat on it to keep it moist through the smoking process. So we have our brisket laid out in our strap pan. Now I'm just going to change my glove so I can get those nice spices rubbed into it nicely. So you just sprinkle it on generously until you have enough to push around. It's the fun part of cooking. You're playing with your food, you know? I could still hear my mother yelling at me, "Don't play with your food." Well, I've been playing with food for years. So we just get in there, get everything rubbed up. So right here we have our brisket, our pastrami rubbed, ready to go. And the true workhorse of Benny Brewing, right here, Black Beauty. We're going to open it up. You can see we have nice smoke going. I like to place it in the middle just so there's not too much heat to it. And there you go. 12 hours it will come out and it will be ready to slice. It's been in the smoker for about 12 hours now. We're gonna open the smoker up and we're gonna see what happened. So like I said before, I like to put it in this roasting pan. It collects the juices and it kind of steams, marinates it while it's smoking. As you can see, it's ripping hot. We got good color on the crust, and now we're gonna take it out and slice it. So, working with brisket, we should know always slice against the grain, the way the muscle goes. So, if the muscle is going this way, we cut this way. It's going to give a great chew. It's going to be super tender. Grab our knife here. Let's show you this. We like to slice it nice and thin so it falls apart. Take a couple slices here. Set it aside. There you go. There you have it. Absolutely gorgeous. You could actually see the flavor coming out. So here at Benny Brewing Company, there's so many options with this pastrami. You could come in, have a sandwich with this pastrami stacked high on toasted ciabatta, accompanied by our pale ale mustard, house made of course. Or if you're feeling a little more hungry, you could opt for the pit. It comes with our house cured sauerkraut. Or if you're really on the fence, you could have the pastrami, a little bit of sauerkraut, accompanied by a half rack of pork ribs, glazed in our tangy barbecue sauce. And then finally, if you really want a belly buster, we toss this, we take our beautiful pastrami here, toss it in our mac and cheese, and bake it until it's golden brown. And there you have it, guys. Final process on our house smoked pastrami. Please stop in, hope to see you soon. And always remember, eat well and drink more beer. Cheers.